What's up, guys? Happy spooky season and happy Friday night, kicking off to a slightly later than normal stream. Hope everybody is having a great start to their weekend. I'm excited, dude. I'm loving the cooler weather. I'm loving it's fall. I'm loving Halloween is coming up. Kicking it off with some Silver and Blood with the spooky vibes. Definitely the theme of the month, I think, and I am super hyped for the new update. We are getting like a Halloween update. They kind of like, I don't know, they kind of marketed it as a Halloween update, but also not like really explicitly like a Halloween limited time event. But the next unit looks crazy. She's like a vampire dragon, which is super sick. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. We're going to be doing some nikke in the second half, and then if we're not too tired, then I will be doing some more The Cube Save Us, which is that new Unreal 5 Gooner extraction game. I did play a little bit more, and I feel like I'm probably not going to play it a ton, but I figured out a lot, and so I feel like I can actually play now, because I'm a noob and I like never knew how to play an extraction game. So I will be, we'll probably do like a few rounds of it just to like, you guys can see like how it actually works now that I sort of know what I'm doing. But that'll be way at the end. We can talk about it more when we get there. Let's collect some stuff from the shop. Welcome to those of you that have joined the stream already. I know this is like not a typical time, so we'll see how the schedule works out for most people. Might be missing a lot of our regulars. We'll see. What's up, Vermouth Olive? Hey. Bought candy corn today. Totally ready to go. Nice. Although I don't like candy corn, which I don't even... Is that a hot take? I feel like a lot of people don't like candy corn. I like the way candy corn looks. It's very festive. But does anybody like the taste of candy corn? Someone probably does. I don't know. It's one of those like really old school candies that I feel like was made back in the day when like the threshold for candy flavors was, I don't, okay, maybe I wouldn't even say like lower, more limited, you know? It's like there was like cinnamon and licorice and like peppermint and like wax, which I guess is candy corn. I don't know. You think more people dislike it than like it, to be honest. Miss Olive can't stand it. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm gonna agree with Ms. Olive. All right, let's get into our Love and Lust event. It will be ending fairly soon. We got 5 days left, so I guess that's still like a while. But it'll be like, is that done by our next stream? I guess it'll be done the day after next stream. So yeah, let's. The Expert Love and Punishment whipping event. I guess we'll just go ahead and start that. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta double check. Hold up. Did I... Hello, Discord? It like wasn't loading for a second there. Okay. It loaded now. Just making sure I made a post. I ping this Discord. Maybe. All right. I think we're good. Okay, so yeah, let's kick it off with this. I don't even know what to say about this mini game, to be honest. It's a little bit much. It is kind of hard on Expert too. Okay, leg, head, leg, hands, booba. Leg, hello, head, hands. Oh no, hands. But I already messed it up. Leg, armpit, leg, head, hands. Leg, armpit, leg, head, hands. Leg, booba, leg, booba, booba. Leg, booba, leg. Hello? Oh no, I've totally messed it up. I don't even know now. Oh no, that was bad. That was really, really bad. How did I mess it up that badly? Booba, 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 booba. Oh, geez. Okay, well, that one's easy to remember. Just tap the right booba a million times. Alright, leg, armpit, head, leg. leg, armpit. What? No way. Why am I so bad at this today? I can't remember anything. Yo. All right. Arms, booba, head. Arms, booba, head. Hands, booba. Okay, I got one. I got a clean one. Booba, armpit, armpit. Okay. Booba, armpit, booba. Oh no, I got A. That's the first time I've gotten S every single time. Dude, that was terrible. That was pretty bad. All right, I have to do it again. I have to do it again. We've got to get S. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Armpit, booba, booba, armpit. Hands. Armpit, booba, booba, armpit, hands. Booba, armpit, leg. Oh god. Okay, okay. Hands, booba, hands, leg, leg. Hands, booba, hands, leg, leg. Head, head, booba, booba. Oh no. Yeah. There we go, there we go. Booba, 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 armpit. Booba, 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 armpit, hands. Booba, leg, head, head, booba. Head, booba. Hands, booba, head, head, hands. Hands, booba, head, head, hands. Leg, booba, armpit, hands, hands. Yo, we killed it that time. All right, 100% accuracy, S rating. That was way better. All right, I guess I redeemed myself. Yo, it was scary there. Oh, but oh no, I do get to. Okay, I thought it wasn't gonna let me collect the rewards because it just took the first one. Bob says I actually dislike this minigame. Dude, the expert is hard. The expert is honestly very challenging. Your memory, you gave up on this minigame. Your memory sucks. Oh no. What's up, Vic? What's up, Bob? What's up, Warlock? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, dude, I failed the first time, but that was a good run on the second one. Very clean run. All right.
I bathe in the radiance of the divine.
Let's go do our story clears. Quick clear, all this stuff.
Good grief. Is it finally over?
Dude, Agaris is such an interesting character. I can't say anything more than that. But he's kind of got main character energy. Okay, I need to do... Okay, I'll need to come back here. Equip an artifact to Genevieve or Fanny one time during the event. Oh, okay, I need to equip an artifact. Genevieve looks so cool, by the way. It's funny, her lines are all like hands off, okay? It's really funny. Let's see. Let me give an artifact to Fanny. Because apparently that's part of the challenge. I'm surprised. What is this? What does this even... I forget what this does. When HP percentage... Oh, okay. Sure, let's just give her this. Oh, no, maybe Quinn should keep that. Never mind. I'll just take this off of Serene for now. There we go. Why not? Okay, and then I need to do my other dailies, and then I can come back and collect the rewards for the other one. Okay, to the castle.
Don't wander around aimlessly.
The two new units are looking amazing. Dude, they are. I'm super stoked for them. Like, I was not expecting to get a dragon girl.
The longest journey.
The other unit looks pretty badass, too. But hey, you know, Vampire Nihilister, I'll take that. You know I'm going to be excited about that. Vic says Nikke minigames better than Stellar Blood minigames. Did I say Stellar Blood? Silver and Blood minigames. Silver and Blood, Stellar Blade crossover, Stellar Blood. But yes, I agree. Like, there's an occasional, like, Nikke minigame that I don't really like. But honestly, like, the minigames are generally really impressive for Nikke. Alright, so what are your thoughts on signing a peace merger treaty with the declining Ganon family? Oh, we've talked to this one before, okay. Alright, Bella's on board. Hottie's on board. So is Iona. Acapella doesn't give a crap. And neither does Van Helsing. Alright, peaceful negotiation. Good. Nope, Van Helsing's disappointed. Acapella's good for it. Alright, so the only person we disappointed here was Van Helsing. I'm happy about it. And level 29 on Timeless Iona is pretty great. Almost done with her. You go through the side story. What do you think? Oh, I have not finished the side story in Nikke. So yeah, and we'll talk more about Nikke, of course, when we start playing Nikke. I'm gonna push some hard mode in Nikke because there's definitely more things that we can clear. But from what I've seen of the side story so far, it's just as interesting as I thought it would be. It's pretty cool. Let's go to the clan. Sign in. Stellar Blood PvP better than Nikke PvP? Yes. Although the bar is very low. I would say, like, Silver and Blood PvP is probably, like, the minimum for what you would want, like, people casually interested in PvP to be in a game. And then Nikke is, like, below that. And then, like, actual good PvP is, you know, like, somewhere, something totally different. But yeah, I agree. Alright, let's see if we can level somebody up. Let's see, is there, what, oh, Bella's next, okay. Approaching level 50, close to level 50. And are we going to be able to do a summon today? Let me check. Oh yeah, we can do a normal summon. Stellar Blood PvP shop greater than Nikke PvP shop. Yeah, what even is in the Nikke PvP shop? It's basically just for buying skill books, I get, or no. The PvP one is where you can buy the console upgrades and I guess like shard fragments, or I'm using Silver and Blood language, but you guys know what I mean. Yes, the Silver and Blood PvP shop definitely has more useful stuff. I agree. All right, let's kick it off with some Time-Worn Mausoleum. Start battle. Oh, I should have re-equipped the artifact to Serene. Oh well, it probably won't really make a big difference. It's not like I need it. But I do actually want to put that back on her instead of keeping it on Fanny, since I just did that for the quest. If I get another artifact to put on Fanny, I mean, I'll probably equip her like when I can. But having like an optimal Time-Worn Mausoleum team, I think is more important right now. Sup, World of Waifus? Welcome to the stream. Do you actually live in a world of waifus? Gonna make a lot of people jealous if that's true. About to unlock Serene. Is she good for Mausoleum? Yeah, because marksmen are just like the best thing ever in Time Worn Mausoleum, right? And she's a marksman herself. She's got good range, and she buffs all the other marksmen that you're using on that team too. So she's pretty good here. Do I need this antlers for anything? I don't think I do. All right. So yeah, she's both a marksman DPS and a marksman buffer. I don't think she's like a top tier unit in like general situations, but where you basically just want to go all in on marksman for Time Worn Mausoleum, I think she's pretty nice. Oh no, I didn't even mean to do that. Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't take Iona's dagger. All right, R.I.P. I just like grabbed that board extension absent-mindedly. Mistakes were made, guys. Mistakes were made. Okay. I'm about to unlock my second copy of Serene. Pretty close. I think I'm at like 80% on the chalice. Can I make a video about each element strong team for PvP? You are too lazy to read the kits of new characters and made your own decision. So are you talking about how what is her name? Trisha? Latricia? Whatever, the dragon girl? Or are you talking about how she has like a squad that goes with her that she buffs? Is that what you're referring to? Cause yeah, I probably will talk about that. Let's see, move this around. There we go. And look at that. We got super lucky and her dagger came back around. So yeah, basically there's a new kind of, I don't know if you'd really call it a new mechanic. It's kind of a new mechanic, but another element to consider with team building where there's going to be like unit synergies. And like obviously there's unit synergies, like, you know, I was just talking about how Serene is good with like marksman and whatever, but like for specific units. So like she's gonna be strong with Seth, Van Helsing, Ressa, and I forget who the other one is, but she's going to give them, if I remember correctly, it was crit bonuses? Question mark? I think it was crit bonuses. Let's finish this meteor. We're gonna take the meteor. Do I need a claw? I only need one claw. Guess I'll take this stupid board extension, even though it's tiny. Oh, you're referring to Nikke. For a raid team? I mean, it's going to be different for literally every raid. I have made raid guides. I have made like some general raid guides. But I would just have to wait until the next raid to if I was going to actually like make a team guide, because it's going to be different for like every boss, you know. Can I do anything more with this? I guess I'll take these leaves, stick them up there. Yeah, so all these kind of like dark blue ghosty looking shots are coming from Serene, by the way. The green ones are coming from Helsing, and then obviously the laser show is from Iona. But it's kind of giving me like poo-poo items right now. Yeah, these kind of floaty dark blue ones are from Serene. Did Impuza just say that someone was going to end up as a stain on her mantle? That's kind of savage. All right. I don't even really care about any of this, but I guess I'll grab that. Sure, we'll finish the balloon. That's good. And take this, I suppose. Casual players are too lazy to read the mechanics of the boss. Yeah, most people are. Most people are. You know, the reality is like, you know, I like to think that I add a bit more. I do some actual critical analysis of new units. I like test things somewhat scientifically. And if I do make something like a raid guide, you know, I kind of talk about actual strategy. That said, probably at least 50% of a like streamer, as far as like, you know, gaming streamers' jobs, is just like reading stuff that other people were too lazy to read. Like literally just reading the mechanics of like how something works that anybody else could have read, but nobody wants to. So my job is to read it and then people watch.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Big says, used Fanny the other day on Mausoleum and it was satisfying to watch her hit a bunch of units at once. Dude, her like crazy like orange whips flying around are pretty cool. She's probably pretty decent on Mausoleum too, I imagine. And also a good combo with Timeless Iona. In fact, I hadn't really thought about that before. Like, maybe you didn't even have Fanny when you were asking about this before, Vic, but you were asking about Time Worn Mausoleum teams. Like, maybe Iona, Fanny, and Serene would be like a great like full moon combo for your Mausoleum team, because you don't have Van Helsing. All right, let's do Infinite Abyss. Infinite Abyss.
All raw materials for my merchandise.
World of Waifu says, I really like your video about the new unit. You can remember some, but when combined into a team, that is different. Yeah, well, I'm glad you liked the video, and thanks for watching. Imagine watching me to have me read, because you enjoy me reading the story, then I skip it every time. Dude, it's true. Hey, not every time. Not every time. Sometimes I will read the story. Yeah, Rouge, you know she's good with Cindy. She has to stand next to Cindy. Yeah. In position 2 or 4 specifically. If you just put her next to Cindy and you put her in the middle, then it defeats the whole purpose. Dude, it always cracks me up, these enemies with the big crystal tree logs.
Did we overdo it?
Oh my. That puppet is so annoying.
Cleaning is
I haven't done just like the normal Tower of Purification for a long time. I could probably push through a bunch of levels.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Still haven't pulled Rouge. So frustrating. Dang, that is pretty unfortunate. She's like a pretty staple burst one. You got 2 copies of Crust. Ooh. Big success. I can laugh because I've had bad luck with things too. Okay. Let's go... I guess we'll do Tomb of the Fallen.
Facing a
Tomb
powerful enemy from your
of
past
the
is no
Fallen.
easy task. Are you
Restless Spirit 2. Which one is this? Oh, okay. Seed of War. I can just quick battle this one because I got tier 9 on it already. Quick slay all the way. Dude, that other boss that's just like the statue head, it is rough. Like, it's really hard to avoid getting your whole team crystallized. I'm so close, but I've only gotten tier 8 on it. Have not gotten any manufacturer gear for tier 9.
a fulfilling day indeed?
Okay, so let's equip.
My wish is simple. Let the wicked die as they deserve, and the good meet
Nice.
their end with
Full
grace.
tier 9
Nothing
on
more.
my girl Otavia now. I'm trying to think who I should equip next. I guess Bella.
We have a wonderful.
And Lamia. Oh wait, not Lamia. Let's go with Acapella first.
Dance to my newly composed tune.
Okay, now Lamia.
Much at all. Why in the world?
I don't think that really made a difference, to be honest. I think I just had 2 of the same piece of equipment, so they each got 1. Alright, and then Transcendent Haughty.
Don't want you to get hurt.
Everybody laughs about her name being a hottie. It is kind of funny. I never even thought about it until chat started talking about it. Have you had a chance to test Genevieve? You're guessing she's a crowd control unit. I have not. And to be honest, I can't remember her kit. Other than that, she is good on the summoning team.
Come on, let's play.
Oh wait, let me equip Seth
Be blessed. May you
What
and
beautiful
Pavana.
would you like to have today?
Got my second copy of Pavana, so she's at Siphon 1 now. That's exciting. Alright, now I'll equip Serene. So maybe we'll use Genevieve in a second here.
Each encounter yields
And I've
years
decided
of
I'm going to
opportunities.
add Albric to
Each encounter yields
to
new
my
research opportunities.
PvP team. So while I'm here, I need to remember to level his skills. So we're gonna go to level 4 on all of Albric's skills. So this is like your default, just like in Nikke, because until you get to the crystals, it's like you can level with kind of guilt-free. I mean, that doesn't mean level every random unit because you're gonna run out of these books or tomes or whatever they are. But you know, for any unit that you're going to use, level 4 is good. Big JX subscribed on YouTube. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Alright. Who's next in line here? I guess I will equip Darcius.
Slay those who defy order.
I'm at Siphon 4 for Darcius now. I've gotten a lot of copies of her, which I won't really complain about. She's a good unit.
May I have a taste of you? Do you also know things you cannot forget?
Being here feels right.
Okay, Pyrrha.
Is it
Alright.
my
Finally,
time to
Haughty can get some upgrades. Frederick, sure. It's like I've only beaten this the Restless Spirit 2 like for a few days, so everybody still gets like a bunch of new equipment. Oh, Genevieve, you can get equipment too. Oh, and I also want to level her skills actually. Did I already? Oh no. Okay, this is something that I meant to do a while ago. So let's read her kit while we're here too. What are your predictions on the next Pilgrim? Any one in your mind? We'll talk more about that when we get to Nikke in a minute. You're convinced we can complete the game only investing in Time of Siona? Yeah, basically, Vic. Time of Siona is the win everything button. 100%. Okay. So, her ultimate moves the War Golem. Oh, that's right. She basically summons like one really tough summon, if I remember correctly. Alright, so moves the War Golem to the selected position to deal 1000% of attack as physical damage to all enemies in a circle and applying stun for 3 seconds. Alright, so that is some of that crowd control, so we're getting the stun. The War Golem also gains 1 stack of Sharp Advance. Summons 1 War Golem at the selected location when non-exist on the field. Okay, so Sharp Advance gives it better attack and special. And if it has 2 stacks, it goes into ultimate range. Okay, so it increases range by 30%. Okay, so she can buff the Golem and deals a ton of damage with the Golem with her ultimate. Her basic attack is a basic attack. And then her special, when the battle begins, she summons the Golem automatically. And it inherits 100% of her attack. So it's almost like a clone. So this is going to be a much more powerful summon than like your average summon. So it has the same attack, defense, and HP as she does. And it deals 400% of attack to enemies around the Golem. So it's going to do AoE damage. And then her talent, when there's an allied summon on the field, Genevieve gains 1 stack of Endless Gambit, stacks up to 10 times. And this could be any summon, not just hers, so any allied summon. When Genevieve gains Endless Gambit, she applies 1 stack of Conspiracy. Okay, so let's see what Endless Gambit does. When Genevieve casts her ultimate, she enhances the War Golem based on the stacks of Endless Gambit she has. Each stack of Endless Gambit increases the War Golem's damage by 10% and attack speed by 5%. Okay, so is again buffing that Golem a bunch. Conspiracy increases all damage by 15% and attack speed of 5%. Okay, so yeah, her entire kit revolves around summoning this Golem. What did this actually increase? Okay, so we're increasing the damage dealt by the Golem when we level up the ultimate. Honestly, it can probably just leave her basic attack without being leveled. So this is also going to buff the Golem as we level this up. I'm just going to leave her basic attack on 1. Because, like, her damage kind of doesn't even matter. It's all going to be about what the Golem is doing. And shall I give her an artifact? We'll take that artifact from Fanny, because Fanny does not need one that's about summoning. Oh, and I have to do more equipment. I forgot I was still equipping people. Okay, let's give equipment to Theophane.
Would you
And Adina.
herb garden?
Do you wish to glimpse the secrets of time through
Dude, I gotta get Bro's workout routine. Ripped. Alright, Thibault, you get...
Have you also come to enjoy the night's serenity?
Do you have a new task?
Do I have a new task? I don't know, maybe?
we meet again? No.
Dude, Agaris's voice acting is so good.
Oh, what a coincidence.
We meet again. Okay, I think I finally have everybody equipped. Dude, that took a long time. What do I need for clan things? Oh, I need to do an extra moonlight summon. Okay, let's do that.
The longest journey begins
Oh, I didn't even do
with-
my
the
free
longest
one.
journey begins with-
Yeah, 50 tiers is worth it. That's fine. 85%, and I'll have my second copy of Serene. Anyone who isn't Tamasiona is pretty much viable at 111. Maybe we haven't reached the plateau yet, though. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, when we get to like chapter 18, or we're trying to push, you know, like, you know, really difficult stuff, I think, like, we'll see. But I do agree that a lot of units are like quite viable at 111, and you don't need to stress. You feel like leveling up tier 9 gear in this game is more expensive than a nikke? I kind of agree. It takes a lot. Agaris is Zhongli from Genshin Impact. I've never played Genshin Impact. I don't know the reference. Are you meaning that like it's literally the same voice actor? Or that's just like what he reminds you of? What am I doing? Oh, right. All right. So
Cleaning is
let's go to the Infinite Abyss. I'm way too OP. I can't even like test that. That's like... Let's go to the story. I have some like some of the filler stages to do. Yeah, so 16111. Let's try this with a summoning team with Genevieve.
Past or future, every me stands with you now.
All right, so we're just going to take everybody out. So we're going to use Bella as our tank, because we're going to do it with the summoning theme here. And Genevieve. Oh, that's cool. You get to see where...
The plan is
Dude, I love that it's like a chess piece.
now
That's so
we
dope.
advance.
Let's see. We'll also take Piera.
Are you sure?
And then maybe I should use Cessia too. I think we'll use Cessia.
Merely plucked it in passing.
Okay, so I have 3 full moons, a new moon, so I need a crescent moon, which is just a cappella, right? I feel like that's kind of a obvious. Now, ooh, we're pretty underpowered. We're really underpowered. I'm probably gonna get crushed, just because we're so underpowered. But let's just see what happens. Let's just do this, and this is almost a guaranteed loss, just because I'm so underpowered. But let's see what happens. Same English voice actor? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have Transcendent Noah, Bob. He's who we would really want here. Probably instead of Cessia and the squad. Oh, we're getting wrecked. Yeah. We're just too underpowered. Okay. So, oops, did I go back to the shop? That's not what I meant to do. I guess I'll just buy stuff while I'm here.
We have more over here.
We have more over here. Oh, marksman ones. Yes, I will take that.
Please come again.
You're curious with who the 2 new units will synergize with? I think it says who they're going to synergize with. Or do you mean like not the actual synergy? Like the new synergy mechanic? Because that's going to be Van Helsing, Seth, Ressa, I believe. And I can't remember. There's a couple others too. The equivalent to an anomaly interception is about to come out, so we need those skill upgrades. Yeah, that's true. I think there's like a completely different game mode that's supposed to come out by the end of the year too. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. All right, so I think the reality is we just don't have enough power. Like, this is too high of a stage. If I just put in Time of Siona, I'm pretty underpowered here in general, it looks like. Unless I just use my main team, so maybe this is not a good way to test them. Let's see what happens if I just swap out Cecia for Time of Siona. I think we're probably still going to get wrecked. Okay, so her summon doesn't move at all. Oh, her animation's pretty cool. Oh, but then the hand picks it up and slaps it right in the middle of all the enemies. That's kind of cool. Alright, well, we're surviving way better. So literally just... The answer is always Time of Siona. Took out Cecia, put in Time of Siona. Everybody else was the same. Nothing else about that squad changed at all. It was cool to see the way Genevieve's summon worked. That was actually really cool. That was really cool. Let's do a little bit of Infinite Abyss, since I need to catch up on stages here anyway. And we'll use the full summon team. Oh wait, it already had this team in there? Oh, I'm surprised. Okay. Alright. Hera and Cecia. So I think we want to position this Rook or King summon rather more strategically. So we need to put it right there because we know it can't move. So that's kind of the biggest downside. Honestly, it sounded like a really OP summon, so the fact that it can't move makes more sense, feels a little more balanced that way.
To be found in such things.
All raw materials for my merchandise.
Yeah, realistically speaking, I think yeah, so it's gonna make her like a little niche, because look at this. Her burst went off and it slammed it on the enemy in the back, which killed that enemy, but then I still have all the enemies over here, and the summon is stuck over there. So with Genevieve's summon not being able to move, it definitely makes her worse. But like here it's pretty cool, because like these tentacles never move, and it's just like killing them all over here. So I think in some situations... But it's kind of just doing nothing after those enemies died, you know? I mean, the radius of his attacks does seem decently big. I think the problem is if you have a stage where, like, enemies are moving around a lot. It's like, dude, Cecia's going crazy over there. You forgot about those annoying tentacles? Basically, you know, if anything really changes on the battlefield, this summon becomes a lot worse. Because, like, it's putting in work right now. But, you know, if we have any enemies that, like, come in from the side or anything like that, then it's not so great. See, like right now, we got another wave spawning behind us. But then she got to burst and she smashed the new wave. So that did work out in that situation. It looks like it was able to hit these two guys here and these two guys here. I really like the chess theme of Genevieve.
What joy is there to be found in such things?
It's pretty cool. It definitely works for like the kind of
Raw materials for my
Victorian vibe, you know?
Solo performance.
You can use Healer Iona to walk to the summon. That's true. I mean, you can do things to manipulate your movement like that.
What joy is there to be found in such things?
all raw materials for my
I think if you're doing that, then you're making a little bit less of a pure summon team, which maybe that is a way to use her. As opposed to just putting her like on a straight up summoning team like this.
What joy is there to be found in such things?
all raw materials for my merchandise.
Yeah, so it was hitting 3 enemies at a time. The interesting thing about her is I think you actually don't want her to burst at the beginning. Like, you don't want to put her in your initial hand of cards because you don't want her to immediately pick up the chess piece, right? It's better if she moves it later on in the battle after the enemies have kind of moved, but initially it's just going to come down kind of like wherever you put it. So it's a bit of a waste, I think, to put her in your like immediate line of ultimates. Dude, Cessia kind of crushed all that just now because it just bounced through like all that whole line of tentacles. See, here's a situation where it kind of wasn't doing anything.
A battle
I don't know, situational. It's situational. It can be good. It can also be a little limiting.
Cleaning is
It's cool though. It's cool.
my fault.
I do like the idea of manipulating your team's movement though, to get to like bring people back towards the chess piece, so then it's going to hit the enemies again. That's kind of cool. I think that's a fun idea. Oh, we're not going to buy this. Oh. We can... Okay, so I don't know for sure. Is this the only way to get manufactured gear? I'm not sure if it's possible to just earn it. Like if you get really lucky, or if there's another way. But this is how we can choose some manufactured gear. I don't think it's a selection though. Obtain, yeah, one random piece of tier 9 equipment. All right, well, let's do it. This is kind of exciting. First piece of faction tier 9 gear. We're hoping for either Bloodborne or Ancestor, okay? Bloodborne or Ancestor. Is that Ancestor? It's Church. Ah. All right. Hey, still, we got a piece of faction gear. I'm trying to think, who of the Church would I want to give that to? Let's open all this stuff. Who is a Church unit? Let's just oh, we don't have filters? Is there no filter? What? Oh wait, down here. Here we go. All right. That's, oh, here we go. Okay. So Church. I think that was a piece of medium gear that I got. What did I just filter? This should be the church symbol, right? It's Bloodborne. Kingdom. Otherworldly. Yeah, this is the church. Okay. I didn't realize Pavana was part of the church. That's what like threw me off. Okay.
Setting the chaotic world
So Van Helsing
Is my life's
has light armor, so I can't give it to him. Okay, so it's probably a cappella. So you have a piece of medium gear. Unfortunately, it's the amulet, which is a little disappointing. I got a church amulet gear. That was kind of bad luck. That was one of the worst options, but it's okay. Or I gave it to Pavana. Alright, yeah, it goes to acapella. We'll give it to acapella.
Come dance to my newly composed tune.
There we go. And heck, we might as well let's enhance it a little bit. Since it is technically my best piece of gear. I don't know why I'm making sure to leave one of everything, like I'm gonna collect like tier 6 gear or something. All right, hey, making I don't want to level it up too much because I do want to save it for like a better piece of like, you know, because if I get like a, you know, a helmet or a hat for like of light armor or whatever, I'm gonna want to level that. But yeah, all right. She is kind of a flimsy character, so giving her some more survivability will be good. How do I have so many yellow stones? I don't know, just from playing. There's nothing like specific I've been doing. I haven't been like buying them in the shop or anything. All right, to the blood arena. Which everybody might just be way too OP. Is it possible for me to challenge this person? No, that looks pretty rough. Oh, wait, I was going to edit my lineup to add Albrecht.
The hour of execution has come.
Which it might be to this team.
Past or future, every me stands with you now.
All raw materials for my merchandise.
Past or future.
The hour
Yeah, I
of
think I put
execution has
Albrecht
come.
in this team. I'm trying to think. If I use Albrecht, do I take out Frederick? Or do I take out Edina? I think it's one or the other of those that he replaces. Because he's both like a heavy armor and a healer. Also a debuffer. I think maybe I take out Edina,
Such exquisite
even
specimens.
though I kind of like Edina a lot better.
Gone.
Maybe we try taking out Frederick. Dude, waifu over meta, right? That's what they say.
I'll.
But then I have combined healing from both. Frederick might just be better, though, than either one, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. That is all under the assumption that I can even find an opponent that's, like, close to my power level. Because at rank 56, you can see just everybody's way, way higher BP. Dude. Is this the person I looked at before? I think this is the person I looked at before. I think I just died to this person. But they're the only person that's like remotely close to me. They're still way stronger, to be honest. But we'll try this fight because there's just no other option. There's no like fair fight, you know? Okay. I think I trade positions here. Let's see how this goes. Oh boy. Transcendent Noah's laying down the hurt. Oh, Pavon is too late putting everybody to sleep. Yep, we died. Like, the moment she got to use her ultimate. Well, that did not go super well. But again, we're just at a big power disadvantage here. If we win any of these rounds, this is the one that I'm going to win. We might just have a chance of doing that. Oh yeah, I think we got it. So we have to win this second round, which is probably not going to happen. We probably just get wrecked here. But sure. Heal us, Seth. We're dying. Oh my god. Whipping the heck out of us with Fanny. Stella's trying to assassinate in the background. Stella went down. Yeah, it's over. Impuza's too late. She can't do enough damage. Not Impuza. Lamia. Wrong sister. Oh no. You never want to call your girl by her sister's name. That's not good. All right. So I think it's just a case of like being way too outpowered. I can't find an opponent that's going to be strong enough. Or not. Can't find an opponent that's weak enough, I guess, is what I should have said. Ooh, this might be a tough match. We're pretty equal power. I am a little higher, but they're going all in on being tanky. They're also doing the Fanny Timeless Iona combo. Oh, we got this.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound.
Take some easy bot fights too.
We fight to bring peace.
Might as well.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, Great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
Nope, 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 nope. Oh, they have the Lamia maid skin.
We fight to bring
Reminder to use Fanny or Genevieve here for the event task. Oh, is there an event task to use them in PvP? Really? I guess I'll put her in right now.
Allow me to grant
This is going to be an easy match anyway.
death.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound.
Is that one that just opened today?
Past or future, every me stands with you now.
I don't remember seeing that quest. But hey, we're using Fanny. Fanny's pretty good anyway.
Where violence and conflict intertwine,
Okay, I think this is going to be our last attack.
care to give it a try?
Ooh, these are all strong. Alright, I guess we just take a bot.
Past or future, every me stands with you now. Moonlight revolution. Where violence and conflict intertwine,
Okay. So let's go here and grab our things. Oh, yes. Good. Thank you for reminding me. Dude. Thank you for reminding me. That would have been, like, really annoying. Because that's the one that I was like, oh, I have to do this. And then I completely forgot. That's funny. Alright, let's go to the shop for the event. Buy the rest of these. And, oh, before I forget, I want to put the artifact back on Serene.
Come on, let's play together. Don't worry, I won't.
Blah, 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 blah. I just feel like right now I'm going to get more use out of Serene than Genevieve. Genevieve is cool. I'm a fan of her character design, and she has a nice, like, kind of interesting kit. But I just don't know if she fits onto the, like, teams that I can make, you know? And I have equipment that I can do. Why do I have a bunch of equipment again? What is this?
What beautiful dream would you like to have today?
Would you accompany me to the herb garden?
Is that it, finally? Did I miss equipment before? Weird. Yeah, it's kind of sad to take Nicole out of the
Would you care to be
the
my
synchro.
first audience?
Sometimes you just gotta make room. Okay, was that everything? It is, except I still haven't gotten around to doing Dutchman's Revenge, I guess. Okay, so we do have a summon. Dude, getting my piece of tier 9 manufactured gear. First piece of faction gear was definitely exciting. A little sad about which one it was. But at least it was for, like, a unit that I'm always going to use. Like, getting equipment for Acapella isn't terrible. Still. I was hoping it was going to be, like, an offensive piece of gear. Anyway. Oh, I also want to remember to set my team again really quick.
Conflict
Hold up.
intertwine.
We fight to bring peace.
Oh, okay. Yes. Then does it
Where
sync
violence and
automatically?
conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care to give it?
I'll have to check next time I attack, I guess. Anyway, we're going to do a summon. Summons don't happen at the castle. Why did I go there? Embrace. Yeah, it was the replacement for manufactured gear. Yeah, I had that like one piece of gear that I took off acapella. That's true. That's true. Dude, last time I went on kind of a crazy run. I didn't make a post on Discord yet. But I got another Darcius and I got like 2 other SSRs. From just like some random things. It was like a friendship pull and then one on the Blue Dawn banner and like something else. So hey, I guess this made me even. And let's try a new picture. Let's go for advanced haughty. Let's do that. Because I just recently completed her. All right, I think it is Nikke time. Sound cut off? Really? You guys can't hear me? Chat is saying sound cut off. Can you verify? Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello? Sound still here? Can you hear me and the game? I know Vic just said sound cut off, but I don't know if anybody else is experiencing that. You can hear me on Twitch? Okay, alright. Not sure what to say about that. Unless YouTube is just having weird issues again. All of YouTube was having a problem a couple days ago. Like, not just me. Alright. Oh, what did I just get? I got a frame for something? What was that? What is this frame? I'm using the Cinderella frame, by the way. What is this frame for? Oh, I forgot the raid happened. That's funny. Okay, I was like, what is this? Alright, anyway, we're gonna go back to the Cinderella frame. Where is it? It should be here, right? Oh, this is it. Yeah, mirror frame. Grimjaw says he hears me. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it just cut out for a second, or it was a weird problem on Vic's end. Because people from both YouTube and Twitch say they can hear me fine. Do you think I have regrets about pulling for our ninja? Because I don't. Delta is the way. I even read her whole first day of blah 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 messages. But yes, I am skipping the story now on stream. Yo, this is a long one. Wow, that was really long. And we have more from the scouts. Time to switch ears. Wow, these conversations. Holy cow. Why is this one so long? You're still trying for Jill? Oh no, Bob is in a bad situation. Well, you still have several days left. A few days left. Hopefully you get her. Once she's gone, Jill is gone. That is the thing with like collaborations. It would be a huge feel bad if you're like a big Resident Evil fan and then you pulled a bunch and then you weren't even able to get Jill. Alright guys, it is Resilience Cube Day. Gonna buy a 30 of these. You can see amount needed 100. So yesterday, I completed my first level 15 cube. I got Bastion Cube up. Today, we are now getting the Resilience Cube level 15. So I leveled them in parallel. So that's why I'm being able to do it back to back. Dude, having them both maxed out feels pretty good. Because honestly, that's kind of all I need. Like, basically every other cube is sort of irrelevant. But I will probably start leveling the Adjutant Cube more now. I have it at level 10. So I'll probably just get it up as high as I can. Other ones that are like maybe worth doing are like the Quantum Cube, but I don't care about PvP anymore. And then the piercing one and the parts damage one could be worth investing in, but they're so new, they're such low level, that's like climbing a huge mountain. But I think I'm going to level the Adjutant Cube more. Not this one, this one. So I'll buy 50 of these too. I'm not going to be able to level it today, but that's fine. Oh wait, am I? I am. Okay, sweet. Level 11 Adjutant Cube. Sweet. I leveled up the elemental damage effect. Is Vigor the third best? I would not say so. But I mean, the drop off from the after Bastion Resilience is like so much, you could kind of make an argument for a lot of them. I mean, Vigor, this is the one that levels up that increases HP, right? It is pretty good, to be honest. It is good for certain units. So you could make a strong argument for a Vigor Cube. Vigor Cube could be worth it. I would say Vigor or Adjutant or Quantum. If you care about PvP, Quantum is really, really important. But outside of PvP, it just like doesn't even matter. So either Adjutant or Vigor, and then like I said, the piercing and the parts damage ones are in theory good, but they're so new, it's gonna take forever to level them. Yeah, Vic says you should consider Destruction Cube for the amazing Snow White. Yes, I see where you're going with that. But again, I think it will take so long to level it. I mean, I will level it. But it might be like literally a year until it's actually better than like a max level, like, you know, resilience cube on her or whatever, you know what I mean? Oh wait, so let's go to Lost Sector, because I should have extra slots for resilience now. Okay, who do I want to give this resilience cube to? I have a lot of people with like random cubes because it just, you know, didn't have enough spaces, and I'm like, yeah, put a cube on everybody. Okay, so let's, even though I rarely use Dorothy, we'll put her on there. Trying to think who else might make sense to give this to. I mean, honestly, it's probably better to put it on like Black Shadow Scarlet. And like some of these units that I have the Adjutant Cube on. But still, I'm going to spread the love a little bit. Honestly, I don't really know who I want to give this to. I could give it to like Maid Privity. Ada still has a Bastion cube. It feels like I should have like a unit where I like obviously want to give this to. The units that would make most sense to give this to are the ones that I have Adjutant cube on, honestly. Vermouth is gonna have dinner. Best of luck. Thanks for hanging out, Vermouth. Have a good night. Enjoy your food. I forgot if Pierce helps units that don't have Pierce to begin with. If they do, then those peaky bosses. I would have to double check myself, but I'm 90% sure that the Pierce cube will only increase units that actually have Pierce innately. Man, I really don't know who to give this cube to. I could give it to Summer Helm, or just give it to Nihilister, just because. Maybe this is a situation where I just put it on like a team if I need to swap for raids and just don't even worry about it right now. Oh, you know what? I should give it to Drake. I should give it to Drake. Let's do that. Yeah. Drake is worth it. And her reload isn't very quick. Okay, so that means I have a couple spots open on these other stupid cubes. Wait, which one? Oh, the Pierce damage cube. Okay. Jeez, I don't know who gets this. Whatever. It's like level... What level is it? Level 2, so it doesn't even matter. We'll give this one to Nihilister. She has Pierce. Why not? And then the other one... I don't remember. We'll just have to check all of them. Oh, the hit rate one. Okay, sure. Good example would be putting the Pierce cube on Ein, since she doesn't have Pierce despite being a sniper. I don't think that would work. I would have to be tested, but I really don't think that would work. Alright, maybe give this to Helm. Or I'll give it to 2B. Fuck it, why not? Here you go, 2B. Alright. Cubes equipped. Let's go to the outpost. So those are kind of like my default cube settings. And then during raids, sometimes I'll like switch them around because I'm like, all right, I'm going to use like these 15 units or whatever. And then I just like load them all up with whatever the most powerful cubes are. But then generally I try and like kind of spread out cubes that are like fairly good for every character if I'm not in like a specific situation like that. All right, let's start out by advising Delta. Hydrate, everybody. Oh, and we can lighten up the vibes a little bit. There we go. We're no longer vampires in the castle anymore. All right, Commander, what do you consider a normal activity? What? I can tell you that's not a normal question, but okay, what do I consider a normal activity? Spending the day with my friends. For starters, nothing related to Phantom Thief missions. We'll just say spending the day with my friends. If that is so, then carrying out Phantom Thief missions with the Thieves of Justice counts as spending the day with friends. Thus, even a Phantom Thief mission is considered a normal activity. I feel I've taken a step closer to normalcy. Oh man, my girl is hilarious. She's not normal. Delta and I ponder what normalcy really means. All right, it's okay, Delta. All right, who else are we advising today? Mihara. I'm getting close. Only 2 away from finishing up those Bond stories. Will I still be with you in uni? Of course. We'll always be together. I don't know. Nothing is certain. Well, we know that she's not with us. So even though this sounds good, maybe I should say, I don't know. Nothing is certain. But he is right. After all, no one knew this is how things would end up. Reality is the harshest mistress of them all. I'm sure I'll see him again someday. All right, yep. That was the right response. Not that it really matters. Wait, why do I have an alert? Oh yeah, I haven't watched any of her things yet. Okay. Mana. Rank 26. So earlier someone was asking, I think, what my prediction was for anniversary units or what pilgrims I thought it would be. I think Nayuta has got to be one of them. It would be pretty surprising if she wasn't, but I mean nothing's for certain. I hope it's not Anarchio. Papillon is possible. I'd be happy if it was Nayuta and Papillon. Nihilister's kind of a dark horse pick, but obviously I'd be stoked about that, but we'll see, we'll see. I think the safe bet is Nayuta and Papillon for anniversary units. I said Anarchio. Oh my gosh. That's Cinderella. I meant Liberalio. Technically, we already got Anarchio. That was the last anniversary. Dang, that was a whole year ago that we got Cinderella. It doesn't feel that long ago. by the way. That was terrible voice direction on the English voice actors' part, pronouncing it Anichiro, because the whole point was that they're like named after various philosophies such as anarchy, so it's anarchio, not Anichiro. I don't know who in the sound booth was telling that voice actress to be like Anichiro. All right, let's open some items. Next unit is Pinocchio? Sure. Alright, let's do our Resident Evil stuff.
So, how does it feel to be saved by a super cop?
I don't know if I've ever paid attention to it. She's like, so, how does it feel to be saved by a super cop? Oh, there's a thing right here. She's a little arrogant, I'll say that. Does that jive with Jill's actual character? She's got a big ego. Alright, I need one more relic somewhere. Wait, did I look in here? No, I didn't. Oh, it's right here in the middle of the stairs. Nice. Didn't have to go wandering off everywhere in the dark. Alright, challenge mode. Challenge mode. And I guess... Oh, minigame. I was going to say go to the shop and that's it, but we still got to do minigame. Just do a quick run. Get the daily score and that's it.
Stay sharp, everyone.
I really enjoyed this minigame. I still think it's one of the best ones. It's one of my favorites. But at this point, it definitely has gotten repetitive. This isn't one that I think I would go back like into the arcade to do. It feels like I'm gonna be done with it, you know? Doesn't quite have the same level of replayability as like Memory of Goddess did. Oh, that was it. We hit our score.
So, how does it feel to be saved by a super cop?
How does it feel to be saved by a super cop? Okay, I guess. Thanks, Jill. To the shop. If you guys are liking the stream, don't forget to hit that like button. It definitely will help out the channel. Thank you for spending your Friday evening with me. Because there are a million things that everybody could be doing. And you guys are hanging out playing games with me, so that's pretty cool. Alright. We'll do our Go Ninja Thief event. It's pretty hokey. As goofy as this event has been, it has a special place for me because I've always been kind of a low-key fan of Curie. Miranda is one of my OG favorites. You guys know that. And then we got two of the most peak designs in the game with Quincy and Delta. So, I mean, this whole, like, thief thing has been pretty top tier. Shift Up knew that they needed to make an event that I would like, and they combined a bunch of good stuff that I like. Oh, we're going to be skipping more story, guys. We're skipping more story. Not going to be reading story here on stream. Hello? Why aren't we shooting that? That was weird. We're just letting that rapture float there. Polly is just there. Basically, yeah. I've never been a fan of Polly. Even as a big Snow White user, which Polly was on the OG Snow White team for a lot of people, I still didn't use Polly. I just used Miracle Fairy Anne instead, which was technically better for one-shot teams anyway. Wow. Easiest boss fight in the world right there. Was that Mother Whale? I'm not even sure what boss that was, but it died instantly. What? Triple deltas? I don't know what just happened to us. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this later, maybe tomorrow, because I don't read story on stream. Even though my job is to read things that you guys don't want to read. But this is looking like a fantasy already. So, yeah. Whatever happened to us, we should be grateful for it if it resulted in seeing triple delta. Alright, collect some mission. Dude, even the sound effects... Let's hear that again. Boom. 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 Everything just has this, like, slightly goofy... Oh my god, she's wearing Phantom's mask. It's so stupid, but it's great. It's super campy. It's hilarious. Devs clearly watched Naruto. Oh yeah, I'm sure they are well aware of shadow clones for sure. Alright, to the shop. Buy our last rainbow ticket. And then get a few blue tickets, or one of them, I guess. Your tablet makes that sound when it goes below 15%. Don't. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. All right, let's use this stupid event wallpaper. So I was going for like Delta because Delta, but then everything else was cozy vibes. It's almost a shame to mess up the cozy vibes, but we gotta put the event wallpaper in here. Maybe I'll just, instead of actual Delta, we'll use this for a minute. Oh, dude, this is... Oh my god, this is like straight out of Naruto. Like, even more so than the Shadow clones. We have a Sage Mode Rasengan right here. Oh my god. That is hilarious. Dude, we've got a lot of movement here, we'll say that. This is one of the more dynamic event wallpapers, we'll say. Bro. Dude, look look at Miranda's hat is flying off. That's so absurd. This is hilarious. Also distracting for other reasons, but this is... I'm into it. I'm into it. Okay. Let's do I have a thing to open? Maybe. No, I don't. Okay. Let's do some interception. So after we finish up these last few dailies, then we'll push a little bit of hard mode. Does anybody in here watch Boruto? I saw like one episode of it and I was like, no. Of course, to be honest, I was kind of over Naruto even by the time it ended, because that show was so long and there were so many filler episodes. Like, in a way, I have like really fond childhood memories of watching Naruto, and some of the main story arcs, I think, is some of the best shonen anime of all time. But it just got like dragged out way too much. And then I don't know. Like I said, I watched one episode of Boruto and I was like, I can't. And maybe it's just because like I'm old now and I'm over it, or I'm just sick of the Naruto universe at this point. I've had too much of it. But to be honest, I feel like a lot of people I've heard like not super great things about it. Normally you have only pilgrims in your lobby, but you made an exception for Delta. A true man of culture. Dude, Delta is so worth it. And you doubt you'll ever use her? Of course you won't use her. What would you use her for? But she's still like one of the best units ever, if you know what I mean. I mean, yeah, I watched all of Ava. Watched all of Naruto too, for better or worse. Dude, some of the filler arcs were so bad. Like, I remember they just started coming up with like any random shit they could think of for like a unique type of jutsu. Like, one of the arcs was like, oh, we're gonna go to this obscure village that has a secret butterfly wings technique. And like, Naruto was flying around with butterfly wings. Of course, that never happened after that filler arc ended because it wasn't really canonical. They just... Some of them were just, like, really, really dumb. But I think even the last fight with Madara was, like, really dragged out too much. Like, it was cool when it started, when he's, like, fighting the whole army of ninjas and going all crazy. But then when it kind of just got, like, really dragged out and it turned into, like, a kaiju battle, and then, like, oh, Madara wasn't actually, like, the big bad. They kind of, like, took away his balls by then bringing in, like, the, like, moon goddess lady as being, like, the final boss. I don't know. I'm probably, like, making the internet hate me by saying all this, but I'm gonna get, like, a army of shadow clones coming to assassinate me because I'm talking crap about Naruto. I'm just saying it's a beloved series and it had some really cool moments. Like some of the fights with Itachi are some of my favorite anime ever. So some of it was really cool. I like it. But also some of it not so cool. And I think that's why I probably just like could not get into Boruto, because it was just sort of like, all right, I think I'm over it at this point. You only really like Naruto because people actually die, versus your favorite One Piece where people survive everything. Yeah, probably the only anime that has more episodes than Naruto is One Piece, which is like literally the longest running anime and manga of all time, I think. Yeah. So everybody dies, like there's no like risk, you don't feel like anybody's ever in real danger, I guess. That can be a problem with shows. Which it's true. I mean, like, Itachi actually... Spoiler alert for Naruto, I guess. Itachi actually dies, although in a way they kind of bring him back a few times anyway. If you know, you know. But it's true. They're you know, like, Hokage died. They did do a good job of, like, not making everybody just, like, invincible no matter what, you know? Alright, Tribe Tower. And you do have to respect writers that are, like, willing to do that. Because it just makes the story better. You know, like, not that you want all of your characters dying. But, like, if there's a situation where you think someone would die, then they need to actually die. Otherwise, it just feels a little lame. Like, too much plot armor, and there's just, like, not the sense of, like, risk and investment at that point. Which is really common in a lot of like TV shows in general. Reminder to hydrate again. Dude, shoot the boss in the background. Why are we just letting him sit there? Like, we're shooting at everything possible except the boss. It's literally just not even moving in the back. There's also people that completely drop the show as soon as their favorite dies. I mean, which might be what some writers are afraid of, right? They think that they're going to scare people off by, like, killing off a character. To that, I say, don't be a crying baby, and you should go watch Berserk. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I get it that, like, people might, you know, if there was someone they were a huge fan of and they're no longer in a show, like, sure, I get it. That said, I think, you know, that's part of the art of storytelling, you know? It may serve the story better overall. You know, you have to, like, have some risk, even if it means, like, the risk of losing some viewers. Of course, you know, from a monetary perspective, the studio might be like, no, we can't risk that. I get it. However, if you take the risks and you make a real masterpiece of a story, I feel like that may end up making a franchise more successful and make more money overall, just rather than trying to, like, hang on to those, like, fans that you don't want to, like, make mad, you know? Writers shouldn't be scared to kill off side characters. Yeah, I mean, you would think if it's like, you know, a minor arc or a side character or whatever, like the stakes aren't that high. Like you you would think that some of those characters could potentially die, and it's not like you're gonna like alienate your fan base, you know. Having a replacement for the MC like Boruto is worse than killing them off and ending the series. What are your thoughts? Well, like I said, I've literally only seen one episode of Boruto, but it sounds like you might be onto something. All right, Arena. I heard that Sasuke lost his Rinnegan. Rinnegan? Dude, I said that like really weird, but you know what I'm saying. So he only has the one eye now. My friend told me that. Alright, can we beat anybody? I don't think we can beat anybody. But we're gonna try. Yeah. We did not. Alright. It's okay. Let's do our rookie arena fights. Which is something that I worry a little bit about with Nikke. You guys know I have a very high opinion of the Nikke story. I think we all do. I mean, we're all here. We know what we're doing. And the writers have done a really great job. But I don't know, a little concerned that they're playing it a little too safe. Because, like, Marion dies in the beginning, and then she ends up coming back as Modernia, which I'm not saying that was a bad choice. Like, that, you know, really developed the story even more. It makes a lot of sense. But I'm just saying, like, that was a case of, like, oh, the character's dead, but psych, not really, you know. And, again, I do, in this specific situation, think it was good that we even, like, turned her good again. But again, I feel like that was playing it a little safe, because even if she came back, you know, she could have remained a villain. Although, I keep like going back and forth with myself. Maybe she is bad, given what happened in the side story. We're going to see exactly what's happening with our queen. So, you know, anyway, I think, like, that's actually, they're doing a really good job with that. But I just bring it up as a way of, like, they're not letting go of a character. Also, with Nihilister, which, hey, Nihilister is literally one of my favorite characters. And, as much as I personally like that she's not gone, I think this is also an example of them, like, not being willing to just, like, kill something permanently. I think Nihilister could have just died in that last encounter with Rappy, and then being betrayed by Chatterbox. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It just feels like it's very typical of gacha games, and just, you know, anime in general, like we were saying, stuff like that. But there are definitely situations where, like, they kind of keep bringing characters back. It doesn't feel like a problem yet, but it does. I don't know. I'm not sure, like, really what I'm trying to say, but I guess what I'm just saying is, like, it doesn't seem like they're willing to, like, totally kill people. Like, is Red Shoes really dead? She's probably really dead. I feel like she probably is, but maybe not. Maybe they'll try and bring her back somehow. Maybe. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's other examples. Like, I have a feeling like Indivilia is probably also not dead, right? I can't remember if we got 100% confirmation that she survived. I think we did, actually. But, like, Indivilia probably should have just been killed right there, right? I mean, because basically she was beaten to a pulp by Crown. And then Chime got to have her revenge. And I feel like she should just be permanently dead. But, I don't know. These are the kind of nitpicky things. And like I said, I am still very happy with the Nikke story. But I don't want it to feel like I don't have to worry about characters. So I hope it doesn't get too much of a thing like that. Yeah, I mean, Red Hood is dead. I mean, you say she's kind of iffy, but I think she probably is pretty definitively dead, because, like, you know, she's basically part of Rappy now. It would be pretty wild if they brought back Red Hood somehow. And I think, you know, there was a real sense of loss with, like, Dorothy and her last conversation with Red Hood. I thought that was really good. So as much as I really like Red Hood, I actually, like, I hope they do not bring back Red Hood somehow. Lily-wise, I also hope only stays in, like, flashbacks. I mean, I think being playable is fine. Because, like, there's all kinds of situations where, like, it doesn't make sense, right? Like, you know, you can basically... It's just, like, the nature of gacha games. You can make your squad out of anything in a situation that doesn't make any sense. So not just characters that have been killed, but, like, you know... Modernia isn't with her anymore, but we can bring her around to any mission that we want, you know, stuff like that. So I think that's just kind of like how it is. I don't really have a problem with that. As far as like mechanically being able to use the characters, I think, you know, that doesn't really affect the story. All right, let's do some hard campaign. Yeah, Red Hood is dead, but lives on through Rappy's newfound personality. Yeah, pretty much. You could say she loves on too. That kind of works. Lives on or loves on. One of my favorite stages. Fortunately, we're overpowered enough to, like, blast through it without a problem. That was another thing that I actually appreciated about Stellar Blade. So, spoilers for Stellar Blade, if anybody cares. Big fan of Taki, but they killed her, and I think she's, like, permanently dead. And so, like, that was, like, a really, like, emotional moment in the game. You know, there was, like, real impact there when she's, like, dying in Eve's arms. And, you know, that just makes you more invested in the stories. You know, having a beloved character die in a cool way and, like, making you, like, feel that loss is a good thing. Which sniper did you end up using in Mirror Container? I ended up using none of them. I mean, technically I did have snipers on my team, but I don't know if you saw my post about it, but I like went over some kind of like really big power spike. So I had fought Mirror Container right after pulling for Ada Wong, because then I tested her on it, if you remember from that video. And I used my most powerful team, and I was still dealing 0 damage in that last part when it brings up the shield for the last time, when there's like less than a minute left in the fight or whatever, and I could not shoot through the shield. Then fast forward like 2 weeks, I guess, and I like leveled up a bunch for the raid. I went over another 21 threshold and a few levels beyond that, and that somehow like gave me a huge power spike, because, and I think it also went past like a big debuff threshold for being like under CP. And I just didn't even get to that point in the fight. I literally killed it faster before I got to that point in the fight. So I didn't even need a super strong sniper. Kind of funny how that went. Went from being impossible to super easy. And yeah, Vic, I mean, it probably, like, it is a reason why she wouldn't have been in the collab, but I mean, by that reasoning, Raven shouldn't be in the collab either, because, like, she dies at the end too. I don't know, I'm still hoping for Stellar Blade Part 2, and then we get Tacky. It's kind of major cope, but it's my dream. Warlock Warlord, #1 in the chat right now, by the way. #2 is Bob, and #3 is Vic. Shout out to everybody in chat being involved. Nikke has a very high body count for death. Like Zvi's event, her classmates got blasted to pieces. I mean, there's definitely been a lot of people that die, for sure. But, like, not a lot of the, like, big characters or like units that we can actually play as. But yeah, Nikke in general does not shy away from dark storylines or like people getting killed. That's definitely true. How are you guys liking Rappy's skin, by the way? It's not like amazing, but at least we got the best of the options. I'm happy with it. I like it slightly more than her normal skin. Her normal skin was like a 6 out of 10, and this is now like a 7 out of 10.
보셨나요? 당신의 왕이 승리를 가져왔답니다.
707.
위험하니 물러서세요. 가죠. 크라운 왕국의 위험.
Dude, I don't know how there has been no Nihilister scale figure in the works yet. Like, tell me why. Like, I kind of know why they haven't made a Snow White scale figure, even though that makes me sad. But I get it. They're gonna make, you know, the sexier statues. They know that's what's gonna sell. But like Nihilister, come on. Like, I feel like people would love a Nihilister scale figure. And yet no company has gotten on that. And I have promised myself that I will not buy any more figures unless it is a Nikke figure and it is one of my favorites. I still really want that Cinderella one, but it's so expensive, it feels a little silly. But basically, Snow White, Nihilister, Cinderella, maybe a couple other characters could count. But it's got to be one that I'm like super into. It's funny to see people complain that there was no Netflix and chill, but they voted for that and knew it. Commander's jacket was the way to go. I didn't know people were complaining about this. I don't know. Okay. I don't want to, like, I'm serious when I say this. I don't mean to offend anybody who is invested in those kind of stories, and, you know, like, if you care about the characters a lot, I mean, I get it. That said, I don't personally, like, understand that. Like, I really could kind of care less what happens in these type of events. You know, if like Rappy gets it in a like side story, like I'm not like I don't know, I'm not stressing about it. Like, you think there's no Nihilister scale figure because she was so similar to Prince Eugene? That's an Azure Lane character, right? What does Prince Eugene look like? Azure Lane, Prince Eugene. What? Wait, maybe this is not what you were talking about. This does not look like Nihilister at all. Who's similar to Prince Eugene? I think maybe I just am not sure what your chat was talking about. There's a Mother Whale EX stage here if you want to enjoy that. I'm behind on some EX stages. I need to go back for like 5 or 6 chapters to do those. And then we will get to Mother Whale at some point. Fun. Prince Eugene has the same dragon head concept attached to her back? What? I didn't see that at all. Is that... Are we looking at the same character? Prince Eugene... Here, let's look at this real quick. Prince Eugene does not have any dragons. Right? Like, this is the character you're talking about, right? I just searched for Azure Lane Prince Eugene. Just a German boat girl. I think you must be thinking of a different character. Hey, a relic. Big figure companies are Japanese, so they concentrate on Japanese favorites like Cindy and Alice. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Although there are a lot of Chinese companies nowadays too for figures. I don't know. I would think Nihilister would sell. Maybe I'm off base, but you're right. People like Alice are much more popular in Japan. It's funny though. I would think Cinderella. I'm a big fan of Cinderella, and I would put like Cinderella and Nihilister more in the same category than like Cinderella and Alice. As far as like aesthetics and like the type of character. Not to say that Cinderella isn't popular, I'm sure she is. But I would think that like if people were into Cinderella, they would also be into Nihilister.
보셨나요? 당신의 왕이 승리를 가져왔답니다. 움직이지. 서두르죠. 돌아가서 해야 할 일이 있습니다. 교전 개시.
Fighting at a deficit again. Doro figures sell a lot? Oh yeah, for sure. I think both Dorothy and Doro are both pretty popular. Hey, welcome to those that just recently joined the stream. We're doing some hard campaign. Alright, Vic says he's tripping. It's not Prince Eugene, you're thinking of Frederick? Frederick. Let me see, let me see. Okay. This probably is who you're thinking of. Not that similar to Nihilister, though. I would say... I mean, yeah, they both kind of have, like, a dragon theme. But they're pretty dang different, I would say. Like, if you're collecting figures, you could totally have both, and they'd be, like, pretty distinct. But I get what you're saying. This definitely makes a lot more sense, for sure. A little bit of Nihilister vibes in that picture.
지휘관과 단둘이 아닙니다. 순간 날카로운 검격. 공격하세요. 모두 무릎 꿇으리라. 제법 버티는군. 가능하겠네. 모두 무릎 꿇으리라. 끝났군요. 이제 함께 쉬러 가시죠. 지휘관은. 서두르죠. 교전 개시.
Almost to the boss. Almost to the boss. I don't even know what boss is in this stage. Oh man, my neck is kind of stiff. We have 2 more stages, 1 more stage, 2 more stages. I think 2 more after this, then the boss. Some crystal dude. Oh, is it Crystal Chamber? That's gonna be annoying if it's Crystal Chamber. I don't think that's... well, maybe it is. Alright, we're about to find out. Oh no, just like a random one, not Crystal Chamber? Okay. Just a dude with crystals on him. That's fair. Alright, he's weak to electric. Let's make an electric team. Obviously, we're gonna have Cinderella. And you know what? Let's use Ada. Let's use Ada. I might regret this,
Looks like you could use some help.
but let's try it.
How about it?
It is some crystal dude. That's a good way of describing him. We're kind of shredding him. This is Ada Wong's time to shine.
This is gonna make quite the impression. Let's finish the mission. These guys are quite persistent.
Crushed it. Ada Wong carry right there, clearly. This boss one-shots a random unit. Not if you don't give him a chance to shoot. Alright. No, we're gonna grab the last relic. I guess I should step on the switch too. What for? I don't know. I guess when I come back for EX stage, I can access it more easily or something? I don't know. Ooh, more custom modules. Stream ends when you finish hard chapter 40? Okay. Bro, even if I was strong enough to do that, that would be like so many hours. Longest stream ever. That said, I think it's time to play a little bit of The Cube Save Us, which is like the worst name possible. Yeah. So if you're interested, if you missed the last stream, I was terrible. I had no idea what I'm doing. I'm definitely not a master now either. But I want to play a little bit just because I know better what I'm doing. And got some new equipment. And so let's just play a little bit so you guys can see it if you missed it before. It's entertaining. I've never played an extraction game. This has been fun. But I could definitely see, like, it's kind of like short-term fun. I feel like I enjoy the demo, and I probably won't really get into, like, the full game, you know what I mean? Like, by the time the game launches a month from now, I'll probably be over it. You have no idea how some Nikke streamers stream for 8 hours plus, or streamers in general. I mean, streaming Nikke for 8 hours straight, that is... Does anybody do that? Does anybody stream Nikke for 8 hours? Maybe. I don't know. That is... I don't know what they're doing for that long, if they're doing it for 8 hours. I think the longest I have played, like, Nikke, specifically, is maybe, like, 3.5 hours? You're hyped for CZN in 4 days. Sky streams for 8 hours? Dude, that's crazy. He also streams like at night. I think he like has like a weird work schedule because I know he streams like in the middle of the night. Okay. Let's buy some daily missions here. Not buy some daily missions. Take on some daily missions. What do we need to get? Collect some bar cutters? Sure, we'll take that. Search loot boxes. Was it not in normal mode? Oh. In any cube. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. What is that armor? What armor? What armor? I have a racing helmet on, if that's the armor you're referring to. Small-time VTubers stream for like 8 hours, bringing the story, talking to them. Yeah, okay, I have actually seen that, and I believe it. Let's try and get a party together. Invite some people. Oh wait, I need to go to the lounge. Oops. Oh, one person joined right away. Will this guy accept the invite? We're just going to play with some randoms here. And like, yeah, if you're someone who like really like reads the story for a long time, I could see that going on for hours, but I don't know how people like stay with it for that long. Because if you're invested in the story, you don't want to miss stuff, right? Oops, I didn't mean to invite that guy. My bad. Sorry. Let's see. Let this guy know. Looking for a third. So yeah, I would think if you're someone who like really wants to watch for the story, like you got to commit to like watching for 8 hours then, right? So the matchmaking in this game is slow. We'll see what happens. Come on, somebody join. Oh, maybe we can get the 0 guy to join. Level 13, that's pretty good. So yeah, this is an extraction game. I'm brand new to extraction games. It's been interesting learning how these games work. Let me see if I can find the guy that is in my party. Where are they at? Oh, they went up on this building. Wait, where are they at? I saw them a second ago. They're up on the roof somehow. How did they get up there? Dude, I can't even jump on top of these barrels. I don't know how they got up there, but okay. Come on, third person, join us. Pop? No? Venom pigs? Vin says, I see hot girls. I clicked. I mean, that's fair. W stream. Give the stream a like. Subscribe. Would appreciate it. Welcome. So yeah, we're going to hopefully do a run here with these randoms in my party. Otherwise, I'll have to go in solo, which isn't as cool. But it's looking hard to get a third person for some reason. Oh. All right, whatever. We got it. We got a level 1 guy. It's fine. We'll take them. Whatever. Okay. So, let's try and get into a match. So yeah, I found out that you can buy different outfits in the cube shop. So that's what I got on this character. I got a helmet. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah. Also, it's a special backpack that I got. And obviously the swimsuit. This person's in my party. This is the high level guy. Got a katana. Also got this like chainsaw pole arm thing. It's very strong, but it's like super slow, so I only want to use it in certain situations. And then I found that making use of the storage is pretty important. So I stored some of my rare items in here. And then these are used for like crafting, so I put that in there too. Because I learned the hard way that if you die, you lose everything that was in your backpack. Fortunately, there is a mode where you lose literally everything, even that's equipped. Fortunately, in the normal mode, you only lose the items in your pack, not your actual equipment. But I had like a bunch of purple things in my pack and lost them all. I was pretty sad. Why did it just stop matchmaking? Hello? Try it again. Are there a lot of armor points on that? So it's a skin. So the actual armor that I have is this stuff. So I'm wearing this headgear and this Citizens Patrollers meeting, whatever, and these pants. So this just like goes, you know, same with this like racing helmet. This is not the actual helmet I have equipped. Also, this backpack is different than the backpack that I have equipped. So everything is a skin. The only thing that's not are the weapons. The weapons are actually what they are. For some reason, it reset my matchmaking, so hopefully it'll start again here. But I don't know why matches are so slow to start. Maybe it reset it because our third guy left, but whatever, that's fine. They were level 1 anyway. The two of us should be fine in a normal match. Hello. I kind of like this look that this person has. Got a sexy man right here. Wearing slides and some boxers. Alright. Who made this game? Some random Korean dev. Because this is like... There are so many Korean games out there that have like amazing visuals, which you guys might not even be able to tell on stream. But like on my actual monitor through my eyeballs, besides the plot, the actual fidelity, like the graphics are insane. Like this looks extremely crispy and realistic. It's Unreal 5. It does have a little bit of that like choppiness sometimes that Unreal 5 games will have, but it looks amazing. The gameplay is very repetitive, which is why, and there's like zero story, like literally zero story. That said, this is just the demo. You know, the full release is going to be in like a month or two, so we'll see. Maybe there will be more like actual story and different game modes to do, but for now, yeah, I think that's just kind of the MO for a lot of Korean devs. They like make things look insane, and then like they used all their time and budget on graphics and no story or gameplay. And we are still waiting to get into a match. Bro, this is taking so long. We've now been waiting for a match for over 3 minutes. Have some different vendors here. I guess I'll show you this. So you can buy healing items. So I figured out how to use healing items, which I had no idea how to do last time. So that's why I have these in my bag. So anything in these slots here are items that I can use. So these are gonna basically, you know, give me healing. This backpack is giving me increased weight capacity. And then these are just extra healing items. So if I run out of these, I can add these as well. I also found skills. So I haven't unlocked any active or passive skills, but I do have 2 special skills. So if I'm in a tight spot, I can go invisible. I can also put up a barrier if I want to, like, you know, block some enemies. So these are the 2 that I found most useful so far. Dude, we literally waited all day. It was daylight, now it's night. Look at that. Oh, we got a bunny girl. Should we emote? Hello. Happy to meet you. We may never get into a match. And I don't know if this is a demo problem, but it's been so slow to get into matches. Like, I tried playing a little bit last night, and I got into one match, and then after that, I just, like, couldn't get into another one, and so I just stopped. It might be because they don't have very much, like, servers active for the demo, so they can only run, like, a certain number of games at a time. I don't know, but it's pretty bad. Considering, like, how long ago did we switch to this? And, we're still getting nothing. Also, this hub world is huge, but other than this central area that we were just in with like the merchants, there's like a bunch of stuff over here with just literal nothing in it. Like you see these camps of like where things could be happening in theory. Oh, go to the porta potty. But there's just nothing. And I'm not sure if like in the full game there will be stuff. Or if like, since it'll be live service, they'll add more things. Or this is where like players can make their own bases or something. Oh, there's a random person over here. Hello. Because yeah, there's just like no reason for these big areas with like nothing to interact with. It's kind of weird. Splash in this puddle. We are here. So it's supposed to be set in like a post-apocalypse, and then like these cubes appeared in the sky. You can see one in the distance, and it like teleports you to different realities, and then there's like mutants that you fight. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of all BS if we're being real. How have we not gotten into a match yet? This is crazy. We've now been trying to get into a match for like 8 minutes. If you count like the 2 minutes before it stopped the matchmaking last time, it's been like 9 minutes. That's crazy. Matching in progress. Is it though? Is it though? Let's see if there's a new weapon for me to buy. This is our weapon vendor. He looks like he's straight out of like Final Fantasy. I could buy a kitchen knife. Game looks dead on arrival. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I think yeah. The whole idea was to be able to show you guys like one game that I actually beat. But if I can't even get into a game, that kind of defeats the purpose. So kitchen knife. Yeah, I don't think that's good at all. It's like half the power of my sword. It does give me more health. Attack the front 3 times. It does like quick multi-attacks. I don't know. I'm going to stick with my sword and polearm. Oh, this guy's got like a full-on like street ninja look. That's kind of cool, not going to lie. I kind of like it. Got an Oni mask and everything. Alright, should I reset the matchmaking? Because this is kind of insane. I'm going to cancel it. Yes. Try it again. I have noticed it's way easier to get in on solo for some reason. I don't know why that is. So we'll give this like another minute. Left stream, came back straight cheeks. What's up, man? Welcome back to the stream. Oh, you can craft legendary items over here, assuming you could ever get into a match to collect the materials for legendary items. But here's where you can craft like much stronger gear. There's all types of different weapons you can get here, like this machete. There's iron crowbar with like, I don't know what's on it, like a electrified crowbar. But yeah, I don't have any materials for that. Also, this looks like where you can just like throw away items, but I haven't figured out how that works yet either. Because it hasn't... Oh. No, okay. I thought I did it, but I didn't. Wait, did it cancel my matchmaking? Alright, you know what? Let's try a solo game. Let's try a solo game. See if it'll let me into a solo game. Please. Good lord. Like, you should not have to wait 15 minutes just to start a game. We'll give this like 2 minutes to see if it'll start a solo match. And if we can't get into a solo match, then that probably tells you all you need to know about this game. I thought I would give it a chance now that I actually figured out how to play. Does this person have like a rabbit on their back? Dude, that's totally a rabbit. I like it. There's like a bunch of people running around this hub world, but nobody in a match because apparently it's impossible to get in. What's up? What's up? Another street ninja. Dude, this is honestly a pretty dope look. I like it. Congratulations, game. You failed to game. Good job. Good job. We've gone through a whole day cycle again. What? What? Okay. We're going to try one last thing here, because it would be crazy if I literally just can't even, like, play a game. This is, like, the easy mode. We'll try doing this and see if it'll let me into this. I've noticed it's easier to get in. Yeah, look, for some reason, if you go to the easy mode, it'll instantly take you into a game. So, another thing I don't really understand is even when you get into a game, you still have to then go through this like 2-minute like countdown. But we got into a game. I don't know why normal is so hard to get into. But we'll probably crush this mode. So, yeah. At least we can actually like show some gameplay. But yeah, I don't know like how high quality the stream is, but it is very impressive. Like the textures are pretty insane. Like I said, they put all their time and budget into the pretty parts and forgot to make the game functional. Oh, so that's the cube up there. So it's going to suck me into a match in a second. One match, guys. One match. I was hoping to do a game mode where I could actually find some rare gear. But apparently you're not allowed to play that. So we'll take what we can get. Here we go. Okay, we literally waited longer for a game than this game is actually going to take. You're in the gym and watching this between sets? All right. So we'll loot this box. Sure, we'll just take everything. There is a weight limit. So we're not gonna, oh, there's a guy right there. Okay. And all these guys are gonna go down like pretty damn easy because I'm probably have too good a gear for this game mode. But it wouldn't let me do the normal mode. So, oh, that guy didn't die in one hit. Okay. Maybe I'm not quite as OP as I thought I was. So basically, when it teleports you into an area, you need to loot as many things as possible. And then get your ass to the next zone. So you'll see the timer in the upper left. If you don't get to the next zone within that time, then you die. And you can't go to the next zone immediately. Like the gate will only open, like, I don't know if there's an exact time limit, but like after a little while. But like I can't just make a beeline to like the last zone. Oh, that's one thing that's kind of interesting. You do actually have to account for like hitting objects. You'll see my like sword bounced off it. I couldn't attack that guy. So you do have to be aware of your surroundings. Okay, so there's the next zone. So we'll just go to it, even though we didn't need to yet. So that timer is going to go down to 0, but it's okay because I'm in the second zone. Imagine if you broadcast my stream to all the videos across the gym. Dude, that'd be epic. Do it, you coward. Okay. So we're in this like dilapidated carnival land now. It's kind of fun when you actually have a group and you're fighting on like a higher difficulty. We're going to leave all this shit. We don't need any of that. Because then you can actually be like kind of strategic about fighting the enemies together, you know? Whoa! That guy came out of nowhere. Oh, I was sloppy. Okay. I shouldn't be getting overconfident here. Loot her. Because you really do want to stick together on the higher difficulties so you don't die and lose all of your loot. And then you just gotta kind of like share the loot boxes, like unless you're just with a dick that takes everything. So far things, I haven't played that much, but people seem to be relatively considerate. I don't want all these small loot boxes. To go for something a little bigger. Is there at least a medium loot box? Here we go, medium loot box. You do have to actively look at the loot box. Like if I look around at my surroundings while I'm trying to open the box, it'll stop opening it. So you're kind of forced to stay engaged with whatever you're doing at that time. zombie baseball player over here. Does he have anything good? No. He doesn't have shit. He has a roll of duct tape. Do I look like I need a roll of duct tape? Fight this banshee nurse over here again. She's one of the more difficult enemies. Not on this difficulty level, but in theory. Because her like scream thing is kind of scary. I think there's a chest over here in the corner. Yeah, let's go down here. Kind of surprised the game has a decent player base. I mean, we'll see what happens with the full release, right? Like, this is just the demo. And hopefully for the full release, it's much easier to get into matches. And I don't know if I'll even play the actual game, to be honest. We'll see, we'll see. I'll probably at least, like, give it a chance. But I have a feeling I'll probably be bored of it by then. But I'm hoping they just have like limited servers for the demo. And when the full game does get released, then, you know, if there's players that want to play, they'll actually be able to, you know, play. Oh, this motherfucker came over here. So there is a certain amount of like strategicness that you need to have with your combat. It's pretty basic, but different weapons will have like different swing times. So you kind of have to make sure you like timing for when you're actually going to connect with the enemy, and like dodge at the right time. But there is no parry mechanic. I think it might get a little bit more involved once you unlock more skills, probably. But I only have kind of basic stuff. Anyway, let's go to the next zone. You do also have a stamina meter that you have to manage. Alright, so now we're in this kind of like fantasy goblin area. So, you know, similar to like Souls games, you can't just keep swinging and running. You gotta make sure you have enough stamina to actually perform actions. Oh. Tried to throw a rock at me. What do you got? Imp doesn't have anything. But there is a loot box over here. Just a small one, but we'll take it. Alright, phase 2 is about to end. It's being covered up by chat, but it's about to end, but we're in the 3rd zone, so it's okay. Ooh, let's get this guy. Open this loot box. Not a whole lot that is needed here. Oh, let's use a healing item. So healing items do take time. So you're kind of like vulnerable. You got to make sure you're choosing your right moment to use them. Otherwise, you definitely could get screwed over. Okay, so this is a potential exit point once the time comes. Oh, there's a boss up here. Okay, so I don't want to draw its attention. Let's kill this little guy first. Oh god, there's another guy right here. Okay, I got ambushed. Okay, see if I can like aggro this little guy again. Okay, good. Come over here, come over here. So I can fight that boss by itself. Because if I'm trying to fight it with these little guys throwing rocks at me, I will definitely be screwed. Bro, come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Yeah. Oh, great. The boss saw me. That's not good. Dude, it just did a ton of damage. It just took out like half my health. Ooh, it has these like tentacle attacks. Oh my god. Bro. I was really hoping that I could like kill that ad before. Okay. I killed the ad. Heal. Just gotta stay moving. Looks like there's a lot of good loot up here. Ow, what just hit me? Oh, there's another one of those guys? Bro, what? Come on. Okay. Now I can focus on this guy. Oh, dude, it just took out like so much of my health. Gotta heal again. Okay. I don't even know if that was enough. Oh, it fell down. I should have taken advantage of it. Dang. Oh no, the world's about to end. I need to kill this boss. You can see the, like, effect of, like, things starting to dissolve. Oh, I got it. Nice. Okay, let's loot you. And then loot this box. Large loot box. Nice. We got 30... Large loot box and it's only one pair of gloves? Okay, false advertising. That was not large loot. What about over here? Medium loot box. That kind of felt like a really difficult fight for not a lot of reward. Like, what did I do all that for? Come on. Okay, let's find that cube that I said was an exit point. Gotta get out of here. Oh no, I'm gonna run out of time. I spent too long looting. It's okay, because they're on the easy mode, you get to keep everything anyway. That's kind of funny though. I sort of screwed myself over there. I shouldn't have tried to open up that last box. But it's all good, it's good. Basically, there I would have completed it. I wouldn't have really gotten anything extra because since I was on the easy mode, I get to keep all my gear anyway. So yeah, that's how it works. It's kind of fun. It's kind of entertaining. The visuals are good, but I could see this getting like really repetitive. So I think it's one of those things that like you enjoy for a little while and then probably just move on to something else before it becomes like a huge time sink. You know what I mean? But yeah, interesting enough since, like I said, I've never played an extraction game before. So something new for me to try. I'm just going to sell all the stuff that I looted. Yeah, I'll sell all that. Whoa, try to hit me with an axe. Yeah. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. It's been a chill stream. Thanks for spending your Friday night with me. Made some good progress on Nikke. Looking forward to that Halloween update coming soon for Silver and Blood. I know I'm crazy. I pulled for Delta, but I don't regret it. All right. Hope you guys have a great night, morning, afternoon, or wherever you guys, whatever time it is in the world. If you're working out or if you're chilling at home, it's all good. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream.